In the last video, I gave you the map of the voiceover world. Today I want to talk about something a bit more uncomfortable. What actually gets you hired? But not the version people tell at panels, the real version, because I have been on both sides of this. As a performer, walking in and hoping to get the job, and as someone involved in the casting, sitting on the other side where decision happens. And those two perspectives taught me that actors and industry professionals are often thinking about completely different things in the same room. What gets you the job? Well, let's be honest, there's not one single answer to this. It is usually a combination of factors. It could be that you have the type of voice that is matching of what they had in their imagination. Sometimes the decision is almost made before you even open your mouth. Could be that you have personal chemistry with the casting director. Not charm or performance itself, but they feel comfortable working with you. You give that impression. Who recommended you also is a good point, or who your agent is, because the industry runs on trust, and trust comes from relationships. So a trusted recommendation carries a gigantic weight. There's also technical reliability in the booth. Can you deliver consistently, take after take? Can you hit the same tone twice? Can you adjust instantly if asked? There's also being easy to work with and redirect, but we will come back to some of these because they do deserve their own section. Something I want to talk about first is there's something that most actors get completely wrong about the studio environment. They focus on impressing the director or sometimes impressing the client if the client is in the room, but the person they consistently underestimate is the sound engineer. I watched a young actor once, a very talented young actor, spend the whole of the session asking the engineer questions that were not his to ask, and gently suggesting he knew and understood about sound, but also not delivering enough on the first take because he was so busy performing that confidence instead of performing the text. Here's what that actor didn't know. While we were muted for him, the casting director turned to the engineer and said, "Can you work with that?" That conversation happens in every studio, every time. The engineer's opinion matters a lot. The directors I have worked with always had same level conversation with the engineers. They were partners with no clear hierarchy. The actors who understood this dynamic worked again and again. The ones who didn't hardly got a call back for another job. Now here's where it gets interesting. Everything I just said and what many people out there say get you the job once. What keeps you working is one thing and one thing only: reliability. I worked with someone once who didn't look very professional on a daily basis, so people had doubts about his skills. But I had seen him work before, and I knew he could deliver the specific type of voice we needed. We got him. He arrived clean, sharp, and prepared, and delivered. Oh boy, completely. The industry doesn't care how you look walking in. It doesn't care about your process. It cares about what comes out of your mouth when the red light is on. Reliability means you deliver consistently. You are easy to be redirected. You don't waste time. You come back sounding the same as last time if that's what's needed. Time is money inside that studio. Good talent does one take, that works, and it's ready to move on, or adjusts instantly of what's asked. That is what builds a career. Not one brilliant session, but consistent, useful, reliable work session after session. So getting the job is about being the right voice in the right room at the right time. Keeping the job is about being the person they never have to worry about. Those are two completely different skills. And to be honest, the second one is entirely within your control. So be humble, be human, and remember, you are raw material. Next time, I'm taking you inside the booth. What directors are actually listening for, and what I've learned from being on the production side that changed how I perform. And also a story about a recording session that had the whole studio crying with laughter.